Welcome everyone to My AI Live. Today is Monday, January 6th. We are in the new year. It is 2025. And it's time to make 2025 our best year ever. We're going to do that by coming to My AI Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. We're going to show you all about the My AI system. We're going to help you learn social media in different ways, lots of different ways. And I think the thing that I love about this program as compared to the regular kind of social media trainings out there is they kind of go over one aspect of social media and here you go and this is what you do, but there are so many different ways of building on social media and so many different ways of starting conversations. And really that is what it's about, because I don't look at signing somebody up into the business or somebody buying my product as the win. And I know for some of you, you'd be like, what? That's a win. That's a win. Meh. It's so small in comparison, because if you create a lifelong customer or you create a business builder that sticks with you and together you build an incredible business, that's where the real win is, right? The real win isn't in the one-off. The real win is the longevity. And so when we build real relationships and we build real synergy with people like that, check on our clients, really help them with what they're looking for, then we can build a business that's really sustainable, right? Because if you are in network marketing, you are not building this for the one-offs. You are building it for the residual. And residual only comes when people stay. If people leave, if you sign somebody up and they leave the next month, not going to do you a darn bit of good, right? Like, okay, I got a little commission check. But if you just want a little commission check, you could do affiliate sales, you could do Uber, you could do a lot of different things for just a little check, right? But if you're really trying to build a big sustainable business, something that replaces an income, something that provides a retirement, something that could be an asset income for later on down on the road, what we have to think about is we're building for longevity. We're building for the residual. And if you're building for the residual, then you're creating relationships. You're creating relationships with your customers. You're creating relationships with your business builders. And you're creating a tribe of people that follow you for other collaborations that you could be doing together with them as well. So it's not just the one-off sale, right? So we'll talk a little bit about questions today too, Danielle, to help you out. One thing I wanted, something that's been on my heart recently that I really wanted to kind of talk to you guys about today as we get ready to do our posts is, if you have customers, if you have team members, especially if you have team members. So if you have customers, first of all, you should be going back to your customers and always talking to them and seeing, first of all, how they're enjoying their product. You should have set follow-up times. And you can use the Nowsite Now for this. You can use your notes for this within the Nowsite program. But you need to always be coming back and following up with them, right? And as you follow up with them, see how they're enjoying their product. You can also increase your per customer spend by offering new products for them. So like Danielle has a new patch out. Steve has a new product out as well. Going back to some of your current customers and saying, hey, how are you enjoying this and this that you've been on for quite a while? Great. I wanted to let you know that this new thing has just come out. I think it would work really well with what you're doing, and I wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. Have the conversation. Also, always at those times, touch base with them about, also, there's an income opportunity here where you can get your products for free or make some extra income if you're ever thinking about extra income. Now, notice I say it's an income opportunity, an income option. I don't say a business. The ANMP, which I got my research study back. So the Association of Network Marketing Professionals did this amazing research study that showed that the moment that we said business, most people just their energy deflated, just sounded like a lot of work. It sounded like it was going to be really hard and all of that. But an income option, people liked. Community, people liked. Collaboration, people liked. So when we kind of shift our focus from you need to build a business, you need to build a business, you are dumb if you have a job and you're not building a business. No, not everybody's meant to do this. If everybody did this, you'd be in trouble if you ever had to go to the emergency room. Just saying, you know? So really, it's about developing those relationships with people and helping people become who they want to be and being the right person for them, right? If they want to build a business, you may be the very person that they need. So let's talk about some posts today. First of all, we've been talking a lot about challenges. We've been talking a lot about offers. There are simple ways that we can do these things and simple ways that we can make these kinds of posts. Now, first, what are we looking for? We have to set the intention of what we're looking for. So if we're going to do a challenge this month, because it's January, people are looking at their credit card bills and seeing how much they spent at Christmas. They're looking at their bank accounts. They're looking at the scale. Because most people aren't like Diane. Diane, every single year, she weighs less than she did the year before through Christmas. Most people don't have the ability to say that, right? So what is it that you're building and what can you help somebody with? And you're looking for those kinds of people. And this can be as simple as, I'm going to share my screen and show you something very simplistic in building community around something that you're doing together. Now, here's the thing. Most people who get into the building of a business are doing it for a couple of reasons. One, yes, they'd like a little income, but there's lots of ways you can make income these days. You can go do an Uber, you can Lyft, you could DoorDash, you could do Uber Eats, you could do affiliate things. I was going to say paper up, but I don't even think those exist anymore. Maybe they do. Who knows? Shows my age, right? So here's the way. There's lots of ways that people can make some money. But one thing that all of those things do not provide is community. People are looking for a place to belong. People are looking for people that will believe in them. People are looking for a place that they can feel like themselves. And we call it the BLTSs: belong, love, trust, and safe. Belong, love, trust, and safe, right? This was created by Tom and Adrian Chenault of the way we do relationships, right? And yes, I drank the Kool-Aid, and it turns out the Kool-Aid was actually good, creating things that are belonging, where people feel like they belong, where people feel like they're loved, where people can trust, and that they can feel safe to grow, learn, and ask questions. That's huge. Okay. So a lot of times we're looking for our post to be this extravagant thing of, oh, it's got to say the perfect writing, then the perfect this. But truthfully, sometimes it's as simple as just telling people what you're going to do and asking people if they want to do it with you. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that we can do this. First of all, I'm going to come over here to the share, and I am going to show you where you're going to find the replay of this event. So you can come over here to the official corporate Nowsite group. The official corporate Nowsite group, this is where you will find your replay for this event and other events that are streamed through the Facebook group. And so when you come over here, we're live over here, so you can see that, and you see that one person right there. If you're that one person that's over on there watching me from there, I'm going to drop the link for you. I would love for you to come live. So much more fun on this side, but this is where you'll find your replay. All right. If you want to know more about me, my name is Elizabeth Larson. I'm a personal and business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, author, speaker, professional network marketer. I have been building businesses and teaching business online for a very long time. Started out on the stages of an essential oil company a long time ago, teaching blogging, websites, social media, and how to build relationship online that actually brought business. Love what I do. All of my posts are made with the Nowsite system. So you can come over here and find, things to copy, things to make it my own. You can find all of those different things. And, oh, good for you, John. That's awesome. I'm glad. Yay. He just got recognized as one of their top fans. Fantastic. That's what the Nowsite system does, right? Okay, so let's come over here to our Nowsite system. And first of all, what I am going to do, where am I? Sorry, that's my nav. Okay, I'm going to come over here. And remember, there's 3 things that we do each day. We post on social media, we comment on posts, and we start conversations. We post on social media, we comment on posts, and we start conversations. So when we come over here to create a social post, the post I am going to do is, the first version of this is a short text only post. Short text only post. Those are the posts with the colored background, bright, and get attention, right? So when I come over here to short text only post, I'm going to ask the Nowsite system, write me a post under 130 characters with no hashtags asking the question. And that's how I always start off a short text only post, with that prompt. That is called a prompt. The reason I do that is because if it's over 130 characters, Facebook's, the background color will go away. They only allow about 130 characters. And I don't want to waste it on hashtags. Okay. So asking the question. I'm starting my first health challenge for the new year, period. Most of you know my weight loss journey, period. Looking for people who want to do this with me. Okay. Now, that's about as simple as it gets, right? Now, this works if you have been doing everything we've been talking about for the past year, right? You've been posting about your story. Like, let's talk about Diane. Diane's lost quite a lot of weight, right? People know her story. She's been posting online about her story. So this post works really well because people will see, oh, she's been on this journey. Oh, she's starting again. This time I can do it with her. It's not too late. It's not, oh, you've already done this. It's now I'm doing it with her, right? Same thing with Coach Mike, the guy with the turkey photos. He can do the exact same thing. Now, where is my heart-centered coach? I'm not sure he's here today. So if you're a financial coach and you've been giving a lot of financial tips, you can do this as, I'm starting my first financial challenge of the year for a small group of people to help them learn this about finances, getting out of debt or whatever it is. Steve's doing a health challenge around weight loss and creating long-term healthy habits. Not just, oh, I lost 10 pounds and now I'm going to gorge on a pizza and gain it all back. But creating the habits that keep it, right? So what is it that you are doing this January, and what can you do with other people? Because it's great to just sell our product. We talk to the person, oh yeah, you need my product. Here you go. There's my product. There's my product. There's my product. But one thing that's really neat about doing something with a group of people like this is that you're creating a camaraderie. You're creating community. You're creating all of us doing the exact same thing to build something different habits, different results. It could be with your team. We're all going to do this challenge of talking, like in my community, there's 3 things we measure every day. We set our goals for the week for our invites that we're going to do, our new people that we're going to talk to, and our follow-ups that we're going to do for the week. We do this every single week. And each week we together do this. This could be a challenge for you, for your team. So let me show you how this is going to work. So simplest way to do this, write a post on 130 characters with no hashtags, asking the question, I'm starting my first health challenge for the new year. Most of you know my weight loss journey, looking for people who want to do this with me. Now I'm going to hit generate. Now, trust me, staying under 130 characters for me, pretty tough. Adrian will tell you his nickname for me, besides E, he calls me E, like Glenn calls me Vitamin E. I love that. That's so adorable. Is War and Peace, right? Not because I go to war or that, but because of Tolstoy. Okay. I'm thrilled to start my first health challenge for the new year. Need some companions for this journey. Who's with me? That's about as easy as it gets. Now, this is one way to do this. I'm going to hit post. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit the colored background. Look at all these great colored backgrounds, right? I'm going to do fire because it's going to be fire. Thrilled to start my first health challenge for the new year. Need some companions for this journey. Who's with me? Now, if I go over the 130 characters, the color's going to go away. So, can't do that. So I can't put anything else in there. Is that enough? Yes. I'm going to hit next and I'm going to post. Okay. Now, I can change this if I want to. I'm thrilled to start my worst healthy weight challenge of the year. I could hit get started. I could hit post. Again, color background. Choose something that's meaningful to you. Match style. I'm thrilled to start my first healthy weight challenge for the year. I could change that word if it's like Diane. Weight loss challenge for the new year. I can hit next and post. Now, I got to go back and remove one of those. So there's two ways that this goes, right? I'm going to take this one out because it's not as specific. Okay. Simple as that. And here's the thing. I'm not looking for 45 or 50 people to comment on my post. I'm looking for the people that want to do this with me. So if I get 3 or 4 comments, but there are 3 or 4 people that want to do this, perfect. That's what I needed, right? Because I'm looking for results in this. Now, another way that you can do this. Let's come back over here. If I come back over to the Now site, I can copy this. Sure, I've got it copied. I'm going to come over to the type of post and I'll do caption and suggested image. I'm going to show you another way to do that. I'm going to write me a post asking the question. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to rely on the AI to write the post for me, right? I'm going to hit generate and see what it comes up with for me. And it's going to start looking through everything. It's going to start going over through all my information. Ready for a new transformation? Most of you know my weight loss journey. It's been a ride. I'm kicking off my first weight loss challenge for the new year, and I'm looking for accountability partners. Let's get together, support each other, and make healthier choices. Who's in? Okay. Now, that's pretty decent on its own, right? but I can come back over here and I'm going to go make it longer, add in more of my story. Okay. And this is what Diane would do, or Mike, or whatever any of you would do, as long as the AI knows a little bit about your story. As long as you've been doing this for a little bit, you can do this. And now I don't have to take every single thing that it gives me. I can cut some of that out. Okay. Hello, amazing friends. I don't talk like that. So I would probably erase that. As we turn the page to a fresh new year, I'm filled with excitement and determination. Most of you have been a part of my life long enough to know about my incredible weight loss journey. What a transformative ride it's been. From struggling with confidence and health issues to discovering and empowering joy and setting goals and achieving them, this journey has reshaped not only my body, but my outlook at life. Okay. We'll put some things in there. This experience has taught me the best adventures are those shared with others. So as we dive into a new chapter, I'm thrilled to announce the kickoff of my very first weight loss challenge of the year. I'm searching for accountability partners. Nobody wants to be accountable. I'm going to say teammates. I'm searching for people who are ready to make lasting changes and who are eager to embark on this journey of self-improvement with me. Get that? Okay, it's all about supporting each other, celebrating victories, big and small, and making healthier choices day by day that will last a lifetime. Let's transform together and lift each other up on this quest towards better health and happiness. Who's with me in making this year our healthiest? Drop a comment, and I would say drop a let's see. We'll just do reset right now. Reset in the comments if you are ready for your transformation. Okay. I don't ever say interested. Get that word out of your vocabulary for the rest of your life. That word doesn't exist anymore. Because when we ask, are you interested? Then somebody has to think, am I interested? I'm looking for people who are ready for change, right? Okay. Can't wait to see where this journey leads us all. Okay. Now, I would clean up the front, honestly. So I would clean up a little bit of this, and then I would probably actually just make it a little bit shorter. That's the quickest way to clean it up. For me, I like to do a little bit of my own work in there, but I want to show you how easy the AI is for this. Okay. Hello, friends. As we step in the new year, I'm excited to continue my weight loss journey that's been nothing short of transformative. From boosting my confidence and improving health, it's reshaped my life. I believe the best adventures are shared, so I'm launching my first weight loss challenge of the year. I'm looking for those ready to make lasting changes to join me on this path of self-improvement. We'll support each other, celebrate victories, and make healthy choices every day for lifelong transformation. Let's create our healthiest year together. Drop a reset in the comments if you're ready for your transformation. Can't wait to see where this leads us all. Beautiful. Okay. Now, I wouldn't use this photo. You could use a generic photo from the Nowsite system. They have some great photos, but truthfully, this will work better if you take a selfie and you use one of your own photos. Like Steve does a lot of stuff at the gym. He can take one of his photos from the gym that he's already done, use that. Mike can take his turkey photos. and talk about that. Diane can take one of her before and after photos, doesn't matter. Any of those will work. And then of course, when we get the right photo, we hit get started. We come over here and all right. And then we could post like that, right? All right. Looking for an expert who teaches coaches how to sell from a live stage. Oh, I should reach out to them. I do that. Okay, sorry, squirrel. All right. So we're going to post our picture, whatever picture that we want to use. And again, I would use a picture of you in here. I would never use a just generic picture. You can if you want to, if you're really against using your own photo, but you're going to get a lot more traction in this if you use a photo of yourself. So there's two ways of doing this to create that I'm doing this, come do this with me. Here's the thing. The only way this works is if you're really doing it though. Okay, I'll give you the warning right there, because if you say you're going to do it and then you don't do it, everybody else will fall off because they're going to feed off of your energy of doing this. A lot of times we set up something and you say, oh, well, I'm just going to teach this. I remember the day Tom Chenault came on to a training, and this was years and years and years ago. And he said, and he talked about how he's like, I've been telling you guys what to do for so long. He's like, but what I realize is if I'm not doing it myself, you guys are not going to do it. So I'm going to do this every day. And that's when he started 65 days in a wake up. And it was 65 days of doing 2 coffee shop interviews every day and this whole thing. And he actually posted his in there to show him doing it. We can't expect people to do things that we're not willing to do ourselves. And we can't expect them to model behavior that we're not showing them. So think about what it is that you want to do, that you would love to do this, starting out for this month, because this is a fantastic month for things. And those are 2 simple ways that you can make those posts for that. So let's go ahead and we're going to take 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and put up the timer. And then Zoom changed again. Oh. If any of you ever develop an app, stop changing it, okay? It's like, oh, I can't find my timer. There it is. I have to get the timer again? All right, well, I'm going to set my own 5 minutes and then I'll just tell you when it's up. So I'm sorry, I don't know what Zoom's crazy. Anyways, let's take 5 minutes. Let's go do our posts. I would love to see your posts. I can also do questions during this time, but really, let's go make our posts. And let's think about something we're going to do this month anyways and invite people to do it with us. Okay, everybody good? All right. All right, we're going to go to Danielle for first questions.
Okay, so a lot of my patches I've been using every day. And so how do I say to people, come join me, I'm going to do this with you or whatever? Because I've already been doing the sleep patch, and that's my sleep challenge. That's what I want to do, say my sleep challenge. But I've been using it already for months. So
this is a great question, actually, and I'm glad you brought this up, okay? Because you and Diane and many of you have been using your products and doing what you do for a very long time, okay?
Yeah.
So when I set up some sort of challenge, it's going to include the product, but it's going to include things that people work on. But that doesn't mean that I'm not an expert in that area already, that I can't be an expert in the area. It just means that I have to continue doing the action and show me doing it as well. So if you're going to do a sleep challenge, say you do a 30-day reset your sleep challenge or something like that, right? Because it's going to take at least 21 to 30 days to get somebody to change their habits of sleep, right? So I would include not only the patch, but what I talk about in my community all the time is your nighttime routine before bed.
100%.
Your morning routine. Gary Brecka talks about getting that first morning light that hits your eyeballs, that sets your circadian rhythm. There's lots of different things that you could put in this challenge. So one, if it was me and I was going to do a sleep challenge, which I'm not, but if I was, what I would do is I would include the patch, your REM patch. I would include talking about putting this into practice for the nighttime routine. That would be one of the things that we would talk about, and we would check mark each day, the next day that we did do those things. How long before we go to bed, shutting off electronics, making in this happened one of my coaching clients. I'll give you this, and this will give you some ideas on how to do this. One of my coaching clients, she could not get her morning routine to work. Like she couldn't get up early. She wanted to get up earlier because when she gets up earlier, it helped her day, but she was going to bed late, and it was this whole thing. And she kept trying to force getting up earlier, getting up earlier. And when we switched it and we said, okay, instead of focusing on getting up early, let's focus on your nighttime routine instead. Let's let that one go, and we're going to focus on this one instead. So what we did was we created this special thing for her that it became this beautiful special time for her. She had her tea, she had her book, she did these certain things. The topper of it was her accountability partner. Her and her friend would get into their jammies, they'd get their teas, and then they go get into bed, and then they chat with each other on the phone that they were in bed and stayed accountable to each other that they were in bed at that certain time.
That's
So
cool.
that got her into bed. So you could have accountability partners, like pair them up and be like, okay, you guys are going to make sure that but so, anyways, they did this. It became such a luscious, lovely event for her that she would never miss her bedtime routine. Now, I told her, we're not focusing on your morning routine, but suddenly she started getting up earlier because her nighttime started going right and she was starting to get 8 hours of sleep. So there's lots of different ways to do this. Most of us have been on our products for a very long time. We just incorporate the other things around it that will support the product even further and support them in the challenge. Does that land for you?
Yes, it totally does. But am I talking about the patch? Am I,
Oh, yes, absolutely.
oh,
So
I am?
each day you do your video with your people. Okay, remember your nighttime routine is I take off the boost patch because we don't want to stay awake. And that's how you start mentioning the boost patch because people will be like, boost patch? What's boost patch? What do you
Talking
mean boost patch? What's a boost patch? Okay, so you're feeding that in. And then you're going to say, number one, we put on our sleep patch.
Yep.
Number two, your goal for tonight is to get your special thing together and post in here what time you're going to do your routine at so all of us can cheer you on as you actually start making these changes. Your phone is off this far beforehand and you do this and you do that. But absolutely, I talk about the product. We do the product every day. So like Steve's doing a weight loss program. His is going to be each day, okay, we take our product by this time, 10 a.m. We're drinking our product. This is what we're doing. Now, these are the things we're doing today also. Absolutely 100%. Always talk about your product in the
Okay.
challenge.
That's that in the challenge. So once people say that they want to do it, then I talk about it, not before,
Absolutely.
but not
Absolutely.
before, not when I'm posting about, who
Nope.
wants to join me on the challenge.
Nope. I never talk
Okay.
about the product when I'm posting. I
Okay.
talk about the product afterwards. So
Yes,
for
of
me,
course.
I'm doing a weight loss challenge, right?
Right.
We have a product that we use together in combination with mindset and a whole bunch of other
Right.
stuff, right? So for me, it's like, okay, I'm posting this out there. We're doing this weight loss challenge. Join me. When they comment and say, I want to do this, great. I'm going to find out their reasons why they want to do this, what their life's going to be like if they do this, what their life's going to be like if they don't do this. And then I'm going to tell them, okay, this is how we're going to set you up for the challenge. These are your two options for your packages, for your product. Which one works best for you?
Okay.
Notice I didn't ask them if they were interested. They're
No, no, no,
already
no.
interested because they said that they want to lose weight, right? Or they want to
You
sleep.
assume, obviously, you assume that they're
Right,
interested. And
right.
that word, you told me to take it out and I took it out. Okay, so this weekend, the top leader in our company just called impromptu get together. There were
Mhm.
20 of us. And it was amazing. It was the top two people in our company. And we had such a good time. We just met in a restaurant and talked, and she did some training and stuff. And I've got a picture of it and I wanted to post it, but I didn't know what to ask about it. I didn't know what question. And it's a nice little, it's community. For me, me, I'm about
Right.
community. So I didn't know what to say.
So if I was at an event, so like Steve and MJ and a whole bunch of them were at an event recently, okay? One of the things that they could do, and like Tina, a whole bunch, any of us who do events, if it was, let me think about this for a second, because there's a couple of different ways you can do this.
It
You
was
can
like,
talk about the leaders.
yeah.
You talk about, hey, it's so amazing to be surrounded by such incredible leaders and incredible people building their dream, and all of us working in synergy together doing this. Have you ever thought about going after your dream? This is exactly the kind of group that you need. If you don't have one, let me know. I'd love to introduce you to mine. That's one. There's a couple of different things that you could do with that. What I would do is first play with it, get some texts, and then tomorrow let's go a little bit deeper dive because we're almost out of time, but let's do a little bit deeper dive on that tomorrow.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Diana's a post she wants to share. So let's go over there real quick and see hers. All right. Ready to kickstart the new year with a health challenge? Need some companions for this journey of fun and transformation. Nice. Just put down, if you can fit the text in, because you usually have 4 rows available, comment me below or something like that. Give a little bit of something there if you can. Okay. Great job, honey. Oops. Sorry about that. Just try to move your hand and keep up. And all right.
Thank you.
Mama.
Okay, hi Elizabeth. My question is I have a service that I provide, so I
Right.
was
You're in
listening
Legal
to
Shield.
right. I was listening to you talking to Danielle, and I gained some some like I said some thoughts, but I just would like to know how exactly would I put that together, because it's a lot of different services that we provide.
There are. Yeah. You do
Yes.
have a lot of services. So, and doing a challenge would probably have to be a whole bunch of other things wrapped around it. One of the
Mhm.
easier things to start off with would maybe be offering a small business checkup.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is most people who are building a network marketing company don't realize that this is an asset income that's usually willable and sellable. And if something happens to them, where does this business go? Now, one of our coaches, Paul, recently had a teammate pass away who had an organization that was under him. And he's like, what's going to happen to this organization? It was
Mhm.
never a question that people had posed to them. But just going through what I did recently with my mom, knowing how important a will is, where's your business going to go? Because that income
Mhm.
can go to somebody else.
Yep, that's for sure.
Also, other things that can come up with the network marketing business, taxes, other things. So one thing you could offer is a small business checkup.
Mhm.
Start your year off right with the free small business checkup, and kind of ask the AI to write what that would look like. What should be included? And here's the fun thing. You want to get really fun? Does everybody want to get really fun? Real quick before okay. Because we like really fun, right? Okay. Come over here to your Now site and come over here to my AI chat and ask this. I'm in Legal Shield and I want to
Mhm.
offer a free thing and I don't want to tell it I'm in Legal Shield because then it'll start making all my stuff about Legal Shield. But ask the AI, I'm in Legal Shield and I want to offer a small business checkup. What areas should I look at that would help people sign up for my business? This thing is so underutilized. Like,
What?
seriously, I would ask that.
Okay, so what was that? I was trying to write what you said. What should I ask for? What, sir?
I would tell it I'm in Legal Shield.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
What?
offer a small business checkup.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that should be included in that that will help people sign up for my product or business?
Okay. Good. All right.
Give that a shot and then tell us what you came, and then, tomorrow, the next day, come back and tell us what you came up with.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. All right. Any other questions? Anybody else want to post their post? Post their post. Really? Really, Elizabeth? It is definitely Monday. Anybody else want to showcase their post? Nope. Okay. So last thing we'll end on.
How do
I
I,
had to change mine up a bit because it wouldn't take all the words.
Okay.
But that's okay.
All right. And it sounds like we did have a question.
I have a question.
Okay, sounds great.
How do I hop off of this Zoom to go over to my Facebook, not lose you, come back, do the homework, do the exercise? I'm back to basics.
Well, a couple of different things. First of all, many times when somebody's brand new, I'll tell them, watch this, then the replay's already up. Go back to the replay to that area that we were at. So we're about 48 minutes in, or wherever it was. Go back to the replay on the Nowsite platform, and then watch a little bit of what was done. Hit pause, go over to Facebook and do that in multiple tabs, and then come back over to the replay. That's usually the easiest way to start. It's the way I used to teach people blogging. It's the way I taught people chemistry. Just pause, go do the action, and then come back.
Hmm.
Is that something you think you could do?
I'm bossing right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I think you can.
yeah,
And I promise you, with time, this is going to get much, much easier.
yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll tell you the quick one other quick story. I had this, I was at convention and I was talking about websites, and this was a long, long time ago. And I had this woman come up to me and she said, this all sounds like a nice, great idea, but I don't even, I just got a computer. I don't even hardly know how to turn it on. How am I going to blog? How am I going to do any of this? And I told her, I said, just come back each day and just do the steps that I'm telling you each and every day. Don't skip a day. Do these steps every single day. And I can promise you, we will get you traction. 6 months later, she won a blogging contest. She's like 78 years old. So seriously, it's just all about baby steps. We stop ourselves from doing stuff because we think it's hard, but some of it's not easy, but just baby steps. Do the next step, do the next steps, do the next step. Those neural networks will start wiring. They'll myelinate, and it will become like riding a bicycle. So should we call you Dr. Beasley or should we call you Virgil?
Just
Or
call
Beasley? Beasley?
Beasley.
Beasley.
Yeah.
So is it Dr. Beasley or is it Virgil?
I go by Dr. Virgil.
Dr. Virgil. Well, Dr. Virgil, it's wonderful to meet you. I'm glad you're here today.
Thank you.
All right. Sharon, did you have a quick question as we wrap up?
Yes, I do. Now, I'm in the financial services sector. How
Okay.
would I create a challenge like you were talking about?
What's your specific business?
I do insurance and annuities and those type of things.
Is it a network marketing company or an affiliate related company or just a straight financial company?
It's just straight financial.
So And we could talk more about this tomorrow because I'm almost out of
Yes, I
time.
will.
But one of the things I would think about is a challenge surrounding something about making your setup for 2025 to be your most prosperous year ever. Because we know that it doesn't just happen. We know we have to have things in place to allow that to happen. And that we also have to have other habits that are really good too, like, getting out of credit card debt, not spending
Right.
all these other things, investing wisely and stuff like that. I would put it into the chat, the My AI chat thing.
Yes,
Just
and I
for them.
did. It actually gave me some good ideas about 10 different things, but so I'm going to follow that.
Yeah. Come back tomorrow and we'll play more with the challenge.
Okay.
Because I unfortunately don't have enough time right now and I have to jump to the next meeting. But come back
Will do.
tomorrow and let's play more with challenges and stuff.
Okay.
Challenges, offers. Do you guys hear that? No? Oh, good. Gosh, my Zoom thing is sometimes you wonder, like horns should be taken away from people sometimes. Like if you can't play with your car horn nicely, then it should be taken away. All right. So tomorrow we'll play with some more challenges. We'll answer some more questions. I'm excited to see how your posts go today. Remember, these kinds of posts, you're not looking for 25, 50, 100, 700 comments. If you get those, great. What you're looking for is actually people who want to do the challenge for you. Now, you don't do these multiple days in a row because you don't want to hurt your algorithm too much. So you're going to have to do some other things that are going to bring your algorithm up. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, but put it out there. If you have an idea for a challenge, if you don't, think about some of the things that you would like to talk about, things that have meaning to you anyways. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll play more with challenges then. Sounds good.
Thank
Steve got
you.
it.
I'll
And
see you
Steve,
tomorrow.
and Steve invited you to that he would help you too. So Steve's one of the coaches here.
Who was that for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody. I mean, I
Oh,
send to
no, I'm
Doc
sorry. That was
Beasley.
for Virgil.
Yeah,
Virgil.
but yeah, if you want to hit me up, just there's my link to Facebook.
All right.
Okay.
Have a great day, everybody. I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for My AI. And bring your questions, bring your posts, and just most importantly, bring yourselves because we love you. And I'm so glad that you are a part of this community. So have a wonderful day. Love you all. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m.